I just like to collect some of the ideas so that we can have questions over these meta mind map. So I just think we could sort of go around the tables and you could introduce one aspect that you discussed and we'll collect a few of them. Does that make sense? All right. So are you guys?
Sure.
All right.
So we were just talking about how there needs to be an approach for each community, because each community's water needs are different. Mike was just talking about how, for instance, some water in one community might be very acidic, so there might be a different approach for solving their specific problem. He was talking about how lemons can actually purify water for a certain community. So we were thinking about implementing a program that would maybe target each specific problem instead of creating a solution that was more of a blanket solution. Having a specific approach for each community would be a lot more effective.
Could you speak up, please?
Sorry, yes. So do you want me to also summarize what was said, or that was fine? Yes, please. Okay, so the idea was to have a community-based approach where you recognize that there are differences in different communities, and the example was you can have, it's not just cultural difference, but it can actually be physical differences. So maybe the pH level of the water that's existing there might be different, and so that might lead to different purification methods.
So a couple things. We kind of broke our mind map into 3 different categories: access to improve water, access to improve sanitation, and then kind of a public health approach.
Yeah.
And just to go into one of those, for public health approach, one thing we thought about is if what we're really worried about is burden of disease, we thought about really increasing the amount of information about treatment and access to oral rehydration salts for each of the communities, or depending on each of the communities' needs and access to health facilities. But yeah, so the main thing is we split it up into kind of 3 different categories and then kind of branched out from there.
Cool. So let me finish writing and summarize. So the branch we focused on was a public health approach, where I guess there are 2 main questions. One is access to information, and then the other one is actually access to oral rehydration salts. So access to what will actually help you survive cholera. I think that's a very good idea as well.
Yeah, we were playing a lot with the idea of water mapping, basically finding the sources of all the water. One thing which one of our group members had mentioned is you have actually no idea where everything is coming from. And within that, I know there's a lot of deforestation in Haiti as well. The idea of planting trees to keep a lot of the erosion down, so that you could also kind of limit where all the potentially bad sources of water would be coming from.
So the main idea here was to map where the sources of water are, which will be helpful because if you're going to implement any solution, actually knowing where your water comes from and what the potential contamination is.
That's right.
Is obviously very useful.
And building on top of that, possibly using trees and reforestation as a way of limiting where the water might be coming from.
Excellent. That's great.